Hey ladies and gentlemen, Mark Walters here with BigFanboy.com, and you're probably going to be seeing this on Reading Cinema's Angelica blog. At least I hope you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the one, the only, the wonderful, my hero, Drew Struzan. Thank you so much again for coming out to Comic-Con, and especially on a special occasion like this, because we're going to get to pull back the curtain and see your life story in the documentary Drew, the Man Behind the Poster, which I just saw last night. It is phenomenal, and you sat there and watched it too. Was that your first time to see it all the way through?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
4 years in the making, and I've seen it many, many times in many different forms, but to see the finished form was, I don't know. People always ask me, so how do you feel? I'm not sure. I'm still a bit confused by the whole process and the whole thing and why anybody would do such a thing.
Well, and when Eric approached you about doing this thing, it was obviously coming, like we were talking, from a very personal stance in his own mind.
Yeah, I wanted to get that to the people yesterday. After all the interviews and all the filmmakers explaining what they were doing and having such a good time, and everybody that's in the film, nobody asked the director what motivated him.
Right.
And I wanted them to know the story, because I think that was part of the great thing that's going to be transmitted through the movie itself. It's about inspiration and the purpose of life. What can I say about real good principled things? And to hear his story, I thought was very important. We can't say that now, but it was motivated through love and loss of love and tragedy, about a girl, his love, who lost her life at 9/11, and what she wanted to be was an illustrator.
Yeah.
And she had turned Eric on to my work. So when she was gone, it's the one thing he had left to hold on to. And the more he learned about what I had done for people and with the art and inspiration and stuff, he thought people should know about it.
Yeah.
And here it is, after 4 long, suffering years of sacrifice, a gift to the world that hopefully is going to be just encouraging and enlightening and hopeful for people.
Yeah, it's a beautiful film, and I think a really touching. It's a touching personal story behind it, but it's also touching to see kind of your life story, because I know you are a very private person. Yeah. Were you a little nervous about pulling back that curtain a bit and letting people see the beginnings?
I don't think nervous is the word. I just don't know why it would be important to people. You know, I think we all, life is learned lessons. Yeah. So shouldn't be surprised that there was suffering and hard times and difficulties, but it's the fight through it that makes the difference. And so it's an encouraging thing, an encouraging story to keep on keeping on. Hold your passions, hold your motives, hold your principles, because then you're always the winner.
Well, and it's inspiring, too, the fact that you did come from such humble beginnings, because I think it shows anybody out there that has aspirations to become an artist or that has an artistic bone in their body, that the art can be the thing that drives them and that allows them to live their life to the fullest. Because I think that's very much the case with you.
Well, it was for me, but it was also, it gives you a focus on the real things in life. I mean, art is one of those things we call the humanities. It's interesting that it's called humanity, because art is about the best things that we are, that we can speak and practice and show people the value of truth or kindness or peace or love.
Yeah.
And that is our humanity. That's our most valued principles and the best of us. And that's what motivated me and kept me going and makes me feel good about life. Even though there were tough, hard times, I don't regret that, because it taught me the value of these good things.
Yeah. Now, in case you guys can't tell, we're here at San Diego Comic-Con, which is like nerd prom, and you've got a couple of fun pieces out here. You did a piece for How to Drain Your Dragon 2 with Dean, and which is now gone. That's now officially a collector's item because you can't get it anymore. But is it interesting to you that now that you are quote-unquote retired, that it seems like now more than ever people are wanting more stuff from you?
You struggle, and the day you quit, then everybody wants you back.
Exactly.
It's a new lesson, I suppose.
So I'm curious, with things like Mondo and with a lot of the things that you have been doing lately, I know that you're a guy that always likes to keep possibilities open. And is it safe to say that maybe even in retirement that there's still a lot of possibilities for everybody wants to know if you're going to do the Star Wars posters, and everybody wants to know if you're going to do little things here and there. There's always going to be that possibility with you, right?
Well, I suppose as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to be an artist. And so I tell people, yeah, I wanted to retire. I want to do what I want to do for a change instead of for the man. And I've been doing that. I paint the pictures that motivate me now. But I don't close the doors on my friends and my loyal patrons and all the people that love the work. So when the occasion arises and it's something it's possible for me to do, the answer is always yes.
And if you guys want to own a Drew Struzan original, there is still a possibility because occasionally you do sell some of these original pieces. DrewStruzan.com has all that information. They're all for sale.
How do you think I live?
And if you want more information about Drew, the man behind the poster, you can go to drewthemovie.com. Seriously, man. I mean, I've hung around you for years. When I first met you years ago, which was here, it was really I was like meeting a hero, and it just means a lot to me that I even get a chance to talk to you. So thank you for doing what you do and for being who you are. Seriously.
Well, thanks. You make too much of it. I'm just another guy on the block.
Drew Struzan, ladies and gentlemen. Check out drewstruzan.com for more information and see Drew, the man behind the poster, now playing at Reading Theaters.